Hello friends, I welcome you all on India's largest live e-learning educational platform, that is Gradeup. All the candidates who are joining me, just quickly confirm whether my audio and visual quality is okay so that we can proceed. And friends, before I start this session, let me tell you that today's session is going to be a very short session and we are going to discuss very important points for your coming Engineering Services 2020 Mains examination. Because your time is very precious right now, so I will not take too much of your time, because that time you can utilize in enhancing your preparation for the coming examination this week. Just quickly confirm whether my audio and visual quality is okay. Everyone, just quickly confirm. I will take your doubts also, don't worry. First, let us try to understand that what we are going to achieve in this particular session. See, this session specifically deals with how you are going to operationalize the Engineering Services 2020 Mains examination for 3 hours. How you are going to manage time, space, what are the motivations required, what are the temperaments required, and how you are going to cope up with them and how you are going to achieve them. All these details today I am going to discuss. So all the candidates who are watching me on YouTube, just tell me hi in the comment section and please follow the LSS method. Like, share and subscribe this video so that maximum students can get benefited out of this effort. Now very shortly I will be coming to the points I am going to discuss. There is a brief introduction about myself. My name is Ashutosh Saxena and these are my profile details. But I will not waste time on these details. Let us proceed. What are the important points we are going to discuss one by one? The first point that we are going to discuss is what are the rituals before the exam you are going to follow so that your score can be enhanced in the coming Engineering Services Mains examination. This is the first thing. Very small minor details we are going to discuss in this, because every single small issues that are going to rise on that fateful morning, that is going to have an impact on your score in the final merit list. After this, we will be discussing how you are going to have the time and space management, the best way how to manage the time and space. Next one is, what is sun method? See, this is something innovative I want to discuss with you. So just be present in the session, continue with the session. The third point I am going to discuss the sun method, and this is not just going to help you for this mains examination. If you are aiming for any other examination in life, this is going to help you. The next one is the lateral thinking approach as given by Edward de Bono. These are two philosophers, very short, just 2 to 5 minutes discussion I will be having, but this is definitely going to give you an enhanced score or the rank in your coming examination. So all the candidates who are watching me live on YouTube, please tell me hi and like the session. And all the candidates who are watching me on the Gradeup app, just quickly tell me yes or no in the comment section so that I can get to know that you are there. Okay, so let us start with the session. One by one we are going to discuss all these important points. The first one is in the mind of all the students. Some students say this outrightly, some students don't say it outrightly, and that is, what are the rituals you are going to follow before the examination. For example, some people are saying that you should not read anything before 24 hours. There are some people who are saying that when you get up in the morning, you do this, you do this, you do yoga, you do anulom vilom like this. And there are certain other rituals which everybody is going to suggest you when you are going for such a prestigious examination. So how you are going to manage just before the time you get up in the morning, that fateful morning, how you are going to manage these small issues, that is very important, and that is having an impact on your score in the examination. First thing is, I would suggest you plan everything in a balanced way. What does it mean? What does it mean? It means, suppose you have a center which is very far from your home. So you must check the center before you are going to finally write the examination. You check all the important details which are required formalities to get you entrance in the examination hall. So all these formalities you have to manage, you have to plan, so that at the last hour you do not have a run and you are not disturbed because of these small issues. Is it clear to all of you? Second thing is, don't eat too much before the D-Day. What is D-Day? D-Day is that fateful day when you are going to write your destiny. Now just one night before you should not eat too much, because if your stomach is completely filled, your brain actually works very slowly. This is proven scientific fact. When your stomach is little empty, then the efficiency of your brain is very high. So you should always be following this thing, that if you are not reading anything, no problem, but it is not that okay, tomorrow we are going to write our destiny, so today I should eat this, I should that, I should eat that. This should not be the case. You should eat a very balanced diet just before one night before the final examination day. Next thing is, keep your belongings and every minor details ready with you. Whatever smallest minuscule issue you are supposed to face on the day of the examination, you should take care of that. You should not take it for granted, okay, I will do it in the morning. No, because that is going to have an impact on your examination. Let me tell you my experience. There was one fateful examination day. What happened? I was supposed to reach to the examination hall at the stipulated time, but because of some mishappening, there was some issues with the vehicle through which I was about to reach the examination hall. There were some issues. So what happened? I could not reach to the examination hall in time. And what happens, that time the engineering services was that was conducted in just 3 days back to back. There was no prelims or mains examination. So I attempted the first paper, attempted second paper, and on the third day it happened with me, and the last paper I was not able to appear. So these kind of issues may crop up if you are not planning, if you are not managing all these minor issues, and these issues definitely have an impact on your final score, final merit. Apart from this, what are the rituals? Suppose you are getting up early in the morning. See, most of the time what we have seen, that most of the people are using too much internet, or they are talking to their friends too much, and they are becoming overconfident because they are talking with their parents, they are talking with their friends in such a way that everybody is saying that you are going to get selected, you are going to get selected, so they become overconfident. This should not be the case. You should try to introspect. Whatever you have studied, whatever you have learned, you should try to consolidate it, and you should try to keep your energies intact for the final examination rather than wasting it here and there, because those 48 hours are going to be very crucial. Last 48 hours before the examination duration, they are going to be very crucial for your coming examination. So let us move to the next slide and see how we are going to manage the time and space. See, this is something where most of the student actually fails, and what happens when the result comes, they are out of the merit list. Even though they have prepared well for the examination throughout the year, but in the last, just because they could not manage small issues for the last you can say 48 hours or during the examination, they do not follow the time and space management, they are out of the merit list. How you are going to manage the time and space, I would tell you. Number one, first thing is, divide 3 hours into 4 sections. Okay, divide this 3 hours time of your examination duration into 4 sections. What are the purpose of these 4 sections? You have to understand. The first section is for a general reading which includes instructions also, as far as the overall paper is concerned. You have to read the general instructions, specific instructions, and you have to see the overall paper, examination paper, because that will give you some sort of confidence. So that section is very, very important, because this is where you are going to start the examination, writing the question in your answer booklet. The second section is meant for those questions for which you are 100% confident. When I say the general reading and instructions, what is the meaning? In this 5 to 10 minutes, you have to mark with pencil all those questions for which you are 100% confident that you are going to do these problems accurately without any issue, without any confusion. And these questions you are going to categorize for the second section, and you are going to attempt those questions in the second section. The third section, you are going to do those problems in which you know the procedure, but not confident about the result. Not confident about it. So this is the second section. Now apart from this, there should be no category. You should never ever go for blind guesses. You should never ever go for misrepresentation of facts as the conventional exam is concerned, because that will attract the penalty marks. Are you getting this? Tell me yes or no. Yes. The fourth section is important, and this is for the revision purpose. This is for the revision purpose. Now it is up to you how much time you are going to allot for which section. If you ask me, I would tell you that for this section you should give not more than 10 minutes. The first section, that is the general reading of the whole question paper and the instructions, whether it is general instructions or specific instructions, not more than 10 minutes. And for the revision purpose also, you should not give more than 50 to 20 minutes. But this is important. Let me tell you, this is very, very important. Sometimes there are questions in the second category or even in the first category that you may not be able to solve in the first attempt, even though you have reached to a very point from where you can sail through the question and you can solve it. But because of the examination pressure, you will not be able to do it in that attempt. But once you have completed the paper, in the last, when you are going for the revision, if you see that question, you will feel very confident because you have attempted most part of the question. And now with that, कम से कम hello तो बोल दो भैया, कम से कम hello तो बोल दो. Yes. और ऐप पे जितने लोग देख रहे हो, if you are watching me on app, at least tell me hi, yes, no, any doubts. Now the remaining portion you have to divide as per the number of questions you are having with 100% confidence, and as per the difficulty level of the paper you have to judge. But this first and last section, you should not give more than 10 minutes for the first section and 15 to 20 minutes for the last section. So this is a general concept how you are going to manage your time during the examination. Now let us talk about managing the space. How you are going to manage the space, because space is also a very, very important dimension when it comes to the question come answer booklet. Now yesterday I have taken one important session regarding this, how to deal with the question come answer booklet. So if you have not followed that that session, you can follow that session. It is a very small session, and I think you will be getting some ideas how to deal with the question come answer booklet. But let me tell you how to use the space. When you talk about how to use the space, again I am having just one single word, and that is the Judicious use of the space. What is the meaning of judicious use of the space? For example, you are getting a 20-mark question. For the 20-mark question, he has just given you half of the size of the paper as a space. It means you don't need to bother about that. He is asking you to hit the nail. Take the second category. Suppose he has given you a 10 marks question, but the space given is too much. What does it mean? Does he wants to confuse you? No. He has no business to confuse you. When he says that 10 marks, 1.5 page is given, now you should not end up your solution in just half a page. It means he wanted the elaborated answer. What is elaborated answer? For example, if you take the example of DC machine. In the DC machine, suppose you are talking about the torque. Suppose you are talking about the torque and you are having some assumptions. Suppose flux is constant, this is variable. So all these details you have to mention carefully in the solution. If you do this, you will be getting very good marks. And if you simply put the equation, put the values and solve it, let me tell you very frankly, you are not going to get more than 50% of the marks. It means if the question is of 10 marks, you will be getting hardly 3 to 4 marks. Why? Because you are not able to have the judicious use of the space. That is very, very important. And let me tell you how you are going to utilize the space in the question come answer booklet. This is going to reflect your personality, how manageable you are, how controllable you are, how you are able to express yourself. So all these facets of your personality is going to be reflected through this question come answer booklet. This is very, very important tool. If you use it properly, it is going to help you to score better. With lesser preparation, you can score better. Yesterday also I have given you one example. You do not try to do all the 25 questions. You just do 15 to 16 questions, but do those questions like that. I am just giving you one example. I am not saying that you know the question, but you say, sir told me that, okay, do 15 to 16 questions, so I will not be doing more than that. No. But the idea is whatever question you are attempting, if you know it well, if you know the answer, you do it in such a way that out of 10 marks or 20 marks, whatever it is, you should get minimum 80% marks in that question. Are you getting this idea? Tell me yes or no. Are you getting this idea clear in your mind? Tell me yes or no. So this is how you are going to manage the time and space during the examination period. Now let us move to the next part of the discussion. What is SUN method? Now this is something I wanted to discuss with you, and it is going to help you in a lot of other exams also. See, whenever you are going for such a prestigious examination, there is going to be a lot of pressure, a lot of stress in your mind. Now, how to get rid of that pressure? First thing you have to understand, before the exam and after the exam, there is not going to be any significant change in your life. Are you getting this? Most of the people are having a lot of pressure on them, because they are thinking just these 3 hours, if I can perform well, what is happening? My life is going to change. No, this is not going to happen. This is not going to happen, let me tell you. When you will grow up, when you will become more mature, you will understand what I am saying right now, but this is something really, really which can take a lot of burden from your shoulders. Just before the exam and just after the exam, your life is not going to change. I will give you one example. I have a lot of friends, a lot of colleagues, I have a lot of students. They aspired to become an engineering services officer. They became in the railways also or any other department, but they may not be still satisfied with their job. Because you make a target, you achieve it. Now it is a human tendency to have new targets in life. So it is not that once you write that examination, you are going to get moksha. No. Moksha is not engineering services examination. Engineering services examination is just a platform so that you can easily sail through your rest of life. Okay, it is just going to be a tool. More than that, it is nothing. So you have to bear this thing in your mind, because if you think too much about this engineering services, you are going to be overburdened by your emotions. Heavy emotions will lead you inefficiency. Whenever any student asks me, sir, I am going for this examination, what should I do? What is the first thing I should do? The first thing is keep your emotions in your pocket. Keep your emotions in your pocket. Why you keep your emotions in your pocket? When you are going for the examination, you should not think, okay, I have to arrange for my sister's marriage, and I have to arrange for my younger brother's studies, and I have to arrange for this, I have to arrange for that, I have a lot of responsibilities. This is one part. Second part, students who are coming from a good background, they think, okay, when I will get successful in this, I will do this, I will do that. No, this kind of thinking, if you are having, it means you are living in a fool's paradise. Engineering services is okay, one of the most prestigious examination, but this is not beyond your life. Life is more important. So one thing you have to understand, keep your emotions in your pocket. That is very, very important. It means you should have a complete control of your emotions, then only you will be efficient enough. Second thing, patience. I used to tell to all my students, if there is anything in your life which nobody can teach you apart from your own experiences in life, and that is patience. Nobody can teach you patience. You tell me one university, one college, one institute, one guru, one teacher, or one parents who can teach anyone patience. Nobody can teach you patience. Only your life experiences are going to teach you patience. But if you have patience, today or tomorrow or day after tomorrow or even after that, you are bound to get success. If you have patience, if you have willingness, if you have competency, if you believe in what you are doing, if you trust on yourself more than you trust on others. So patience is the most important thing. Now let us come back and understand what is this sun method. This is very, very interesting how I am going to portray this. Now please try to understand. Every morning, if you get up early around 5 to 6 a.m. in the morning, today we are about to have winters in India, so there is a possibility that the sunrise may be little late, but around 6 to 7 you will see when the sun rises in the east, every day it rises with all its light, with all its intensity, and just after 12 hours it is again going to be sunset. So when you are going for this examination, engineering services examination, every single question you have to rise like a sun and you have to set like a sun. Because whenever you are starting a question, you should start it with all your energy, all your intensity, all your commitment, all your whatever skills you have gathered throughout the year. You should never feel low in the examination center. The moment you drop one question and you go to the next question, rest, what is rest behind, you should leave it. Now you should always see forward. I have this question and I have to solve it in next 5 to 6 minutes. That's it. This should be your goal. You have to rise like a sun. The moment you end the question, you have to set like a sun. Another question, rise like a sun and set like the sun. So this is what I am calling as sun method. How many candidates are able to follow this? How many candidates are able to follow this? Rehan, Dilshad, sometimes you are saying yes, sometimes you are saying no. I don't know whether you are getting it or not. Are you getting sun method? Anyways, let us proceed. Next thing I want to discuss, I will be discussing two important thinkers, and these thinkers are going to help you to understand how you can achieve better scores in your examinations. Number one is Edward de Bono, the concept of Edward de Bono. This is the philosopher, this is the person, this is the scholar, this is the philosopher who has given the concept of lateral thinking. What is lateral thinking? How many of you have witnessed the Indian wedding? Have you seen Indian wedding? There is a female horse and they put some restrictions on her eyes because she should not be disturbed, because a lot of sound is there. So what is happening throughout our education in the schools and the college, we have been trained to think in just one dimension, and that is why most of the students, they are not able to taste success, even though they have the potential, even though they have the same amount of brain, same amount of physical activity, same amount of opportunity also they are having. Everybody is able to fill the examination form, but they are not feeling, they are not appearing. Why? Because maybe they are not thinking up to that level. But once you enter into the examination hall, this method is going to help you a lot. Lateral thinking. What is lateral thinking? First thing, when you are going to attempt the problems, is first thing, read the question very carefully. Read the question very carefully. If you talk to the previous year toppers, you will see that among the top 50 toppers, you will see the candidate who is in the last, around 50 rank, he is going to be, or take less number of students, because number of seats may be less in the engineering services. Suppose you take a sample of 30 students, you will feel the student who is about the last rank, he may be one of the meritorious student in his time, but he is not able to score a good rank. Why? Because he lacks lateral thinking. This is the dimension of your brain which will make you smart. Your working, your methodologies, how you are going to attempt things in your life, it will give you smartness. Like your phone is smart, you are also going to become smart. You will be able to do multitasking. You will not be affected by the undue pressure or the stress in the examination if you have the lateral thinking. What is lateral thinking? Multidimensional thinking. The moment you see a problem and you find, oh, it is very difficult, not able to solve, apply this lateral thinking. What is lateral thinking? दिमाग की बत्ती को जलाना है. दिमाग की बत्ती को कैसे जलाओगे? Edward de Bono concept, lateral thinking. And just remember this Indian wedding example, and you will automatically, your brain will understand what it needs to do. Are you getting this? The next thing I want to discuss with you is the Pareto principle. How many of you know what is the Pareto principle? How many of you aware with the Pareto principle? See, this is nothing but the 80-20 rule, and he has given a very beautiful concept, and today there is hardly any management or administrative issue which does not deal with this Pareto principle. He said that 80% of success of any project depends on 20% of important issues related to it. Are you getting this idea? What is the meaning of this? Now suppose you have 100 issues in life. Okay, you have 100 issues in life. Now what is happening? There are 80% issues in which most of the time you are going to get trapped, and there are 20% issues which are going to be helpful for you to get success in life. So the 80% of the success in your life depends upon the 20% of the things you are going to do. 80% things are not required. What is required? 20% of things. And it is up to you how you are going to identify this 20% of thing. In this examination also you have to apply the same principle, 80-20 rule. You should always try to avoid those issues, those attempts, any effort which is going to take you towards the road of unsuccess or failure. And you should always try to focus on that 20% of the issues, 20% of the strategies which will take you forward towards the road of success. I hope you are getting my point. Is it clear? Now if you have any doubt, you can ask me, but before that I want to tell all the students all the best. All the best for your examination, and I hope that you all are going to do well in your examination. If you are attempting it this year, all the best. If you are attempting it next year, all the best. Any time you are going to attempt it, my best wishes are with you. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Any doubt regarding whatever discussion we had just now, you can ask me. Anyone? Is it clear? Tell me yes or no. Is it clear? Yes, Rehan Dilshad, any doubt you can ask me. Rehan? You can ask me. Okay, so till you are asking me doubts, let me just proceed through the session. Now friends, before I conclude today's session, let me tell you about the Gradeup Super. Gradeup Super subscription. This one subscription is going to give you access to all the structured courses on the Gradeup platform, whether it is Gear Up, Rank Up or the Vision. Let me tell you that right now I am taking electrical machines in the Gear Up and also in the Rank Up. So if you are interested, and if some of you may be interested in the GATE 2021 examination also, then you can go for this courses. It is going to help you a lot. Apart from this, there is going to be a course Vision 2022, which is going to aim the next year, you can say, engineering services examination, and it is going to be one of the most exhaustive course ever, because you can see it is going to be 850 plus hours of live classes, 8,000 plus practice questions you are going to get, and a lot of mock tests, chapter wise study notes, everything. It is going to be a holistic preparation for you. For any further query, you can contact this number. I think you are going to be assisted in the best possible way. And these are the faculties who are going to mentor you throughout this preparation cycle. And these are the results we have achieved over the years. And 2020 has been the landmark year for the students of Gradeup, because we have got 60 plus students in the top 100 merit test. All these students' testimonial is available on the Gradeup platform. You can watch them if you are interested. Last but not the least, Gradeup Super is going to help you in two dimensions. Number one, it is going to give you the structured live courses access, and it is going to help you to avail the green card access, so that you will be able to access the online mock test designed by the toppers with the latest exam pattern. And under the structured courses, you will be getting India's best faculty, complete doubt resolution and the full syllabus coverage for your examination. So friends, I hope that you must have got some idea about the coming engineering services mains examination. So stay connected, like the session, share this session with your friends and colleagues, subscribe the Gradeup Gate YouTube channel, and we are going to meet again very soon. Thank you so much for your time. I wish you all the best. Take care of yourself, prep smart, score better, go Gradeup. Thank you so much. Thank you.